All right, Black Power. This is the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Continuation of the last video. Last video, we talked about, all the African tribes in the Bible being cursed. Now we're going to talk about the genocide. Just being just particular to the genocide. God commanding the Israelites to massacre African people. Utterly mean everybody. Wipe them out. Don't leave shit. Don't leave their houses. Don't leave no animals. Don't leave no trees. And even taking their young women, young girls into slavery. Raping them. God justifying this. What a sick God, y'all. And that's why y'all niggas is sick. Because y'all got a sick-ass God. Y'all got a sick-ass God. We got to get busy today, y'all. We got to get busy today. So after they done came into Egypt, cause all kind of chaos, we doing good. We don't need you motherfuckers to do nothing. Nigga, we got food coming up out the ground like it ain't shit. It's growing all everywhere. We don't need you. We eating good. We living good. Don't need you for nothing. You could have stayed your nasty asses out in that goddamn desert. We wouldn't have gave a flying fuck. We didn't ask you motherfuckers to come. Y'all asked to come into Egypt. Now we know this is all garbage, but Joseph asked Pharaoh to allow his father and his brothers to come into Egypt. Because their ass was in a famine. Their ass was out there starving. Okay? That's how they knew Joseph was in Egypt. Because their ass was coming to buy food. So to save their ass, and this is the motherfucking thanks we get. That's why you can't let everybody in. Be careful who you allow into your home. You see what I'm saying? Be careful. And when they leave Egypt, robbing Egypt, because it speak that you motherfuckers robbed Egypt. You robbed Egypt. Flat the fuck out. You robbed Egypt. You robbed Egypt. Let me close this out right quick. You robbed Egypt when you left. Took all type of shit that didn't belong to you. You took it. Okay? And then when you leave, you go into Canaan. You go into Canaan. And was commanded by God. Canaan being an African tribe. Again, going over the 4 sons of Ham. Ham being the patriarch of the African tribes. Going back to Noah. After the flood, Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, was the 3 sons that repopulated the earth. Okay? Repopulate. And Ham is the one that supposedly repopulate Africa. His children, Egypt, Ethiopia, Punt, and Canaan. Okay? And every last one of them is cursed. Every last one of them is cursed. God ordains this. To be clear, God ordains it. So as they leave Egypt, they wandering through the desert. They supposed to be the chose of God. And you wandering in the desert? Huh? If you chose, God would have gave you the land from the jump. How the fuck you chose and he ain't give you the best shit from the jump? That's what chose mean. You chose, nigga. You get that from the jump. You get the best part from the jump. That's why we chose. God damn it. We the chosen one. And then we ain't dealing with our scriptures. Tells us we the chose. Y'all niggas in the wrong motherfucking scriptures. Y'all niggas been duped. Talking about, yeah, Jesus had black feet. Ain't that a bitch? So do Leroy. And that bitch robbing every nigga in the goddamn community. He got black feet. Black feet supposed to make you righteous and shit. You got woolly hair. Shit, nigga Kodak Black got woolly hair. Shit. So that make him God? That make him God, huh? So y'all niggas looking at insignificant goddamn attributes to justify somebody being righteous. Okay? Them is insignificant attributes that y'all niggas is, justice and not looking at the other verses, the other information that speaks to the fact that this God and these Israelites are committing genocide on our people. And every African in the book is cursed. Let's deal with some things. Let's deal with this genocide. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 16 through 18. But in these cities of these people that the Lord your God gives you for an inheritance, you shall save alive nothing that breathes. But you shall utterly destroy them. The Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, Jezebites, as the Lord your God has commanded, that you may not teach, that they may not teach you to do according to their abominable practices, which they have done in service of their God, so to sin against the Lord your God. You shall save alive nothing that breathes, but you shall utterly destroy them. These are African people they talking about now. Say don't leave shit. Don't leave nothing. Don't leave a motherfucker breathing. Wow. God loves us, don't he? And God loves us so, huh? And y'all niggas quick to run. And so, y'all put this shit up here, right? About whether you got some good, you see a couple verses. See, that's the cheese on the trap to lure you niggas in. But then you get to the other shit. Well, God is utterly destroying motherfuckers. Everything that's breathing in African soil. Wow. If God was so good, why wouldn't he just give them the land in the beginning? So you wouldn't have to commit such a hideous act like this, God. God, why would you do that? Why would you do that, God? Don't that sound like right thinking? To stop from having to curse a man, utterly destroy a man, why would God give land to people that was undeserving of that land? Why wouldn't he have just given them people that land from the beginning since they was chose? Why would he have them out there in the desert like that? Starving and shit. And then we feed them. And then they come in and utterly destroy us. Don't leave nothing breathing. Hold on, let me go on. Book of Joshua, chapter 11, 10, verse 10 through 14. And Joshua turned back at that time and took Hazor, and smote his king with the sword. For Hazor formerly was the head of all those kingdoms. And they put the sword all who were in it. And they put to the sword all who were in it, utterly destroying them. There was none left that breathed. And he burned Hazor with fire. And all the cities of those kings and all their kings, Joshua took and smote them with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying them, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. And none of these cities that stood on mounds that did Israel burn, except Hazor only, that Joshua burned. And all the spoils of these cities and the cattle the people of Israel took for their booty. But every man that smote with the edge of the sword until they destroyed them, and they did not leave any that breathed. They didn't leave any. So they committed total genocide on the Canaanites in many of the. Now they didn't wipe them all out, because in many verses there were still Canaanites there, still left. But many cities, when they entered Canaan, they committed genocide. I say, damn. Say God say don't leave none that breathe. Well, why he ain't commanding us to do this shit to these peckerwoods if we the chose? When it come our turn, thou shalt not kill. See, that's that bullshit. That's just like the white man here in America was a revolutionary when they had the American Revolution. But the British called them terrorists. Okay? And sooner, all the things that black people talk today as revolutionaries, the white man in America spoke these same revolutionary words to fight an oppressor that was oppressing him. And goddamn it, soon as he got in power, and it came our turn, because we were being oppressed, and we are speaking, they looked at us and called us terrorists. You see what I'm saying? But at one point in time, they were speaking this revolutionary rhetoric. But soon as they get in power, they don't want to hear that, because they in power now. And anybody that's trying to remove them from power, they don't want to hear that shit. Even though they use these same revolutionary tactics and rhetoric in order to gain the power that they got. So now these Hebrews and all these motherfuckers is utterly destroying us. And then as soon as it come our motherfucking turn to do the same, God command us, thou shalt not kill. Turn the other cheek. This, that, and the third. Can't y'all see that you done been brainwashed? That these are not your scriptures? Nigga, scriptures are supposed to speak to what's happening to us today. And if it's not, and I don't want y'all to go in there, because that's not us. That's for they fight. Y'all can't cut and paste everybody's revolutionary tactics and make them yours. You cutting and pasting. That shit don't speak to us. Because there's too much shit in there that show that that's not us. Don't take them few verses and leave these out. And don't make them supersede this shit. Because they all equally a chapter and a verse. And they didn't say make this one more significant than the other one. So y'all some fuck niggas for that. Y'all got to quit that. Utterly. Now let me read this one. I got to read this one. Because this is gonna really hit home. This is gonna really hit home. Where this one at? I think it's right here. Oh, here, yep, right here. This is First Chronicles. And it says, I'm gonna start at 39. First Chronicles. What is this? Chapter 4, I think. Let me make sure. Because I don't want nobody to go. Yes, it is. First Chronicles, chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 39. Just so y'all can hear this shit. And they went to the entrance of Gedor, even to the east side of the valley, to seek pasture for their flocks. He's talking about the Israelites now. And they found fat pasture and good, and the land was wide and quiet and peaceable. I got to say this again. And they found fat pasture and good, and the land was wide and quiet and peaceable. Peaceable. For they of Ham had dwelt there of old. And these written by name came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and smote their tents and their habitations that were found there, and destroyed them utterly to this day, and dwelt in their rooms, because there was pasture for their flocks. And dwelt in their rooms, because there was pasture for their flocks. And I'm going to go back to 40, and I'm going to come down. So these wasn't even warriors. These wasn't even warriors, family. And they found fat pasture and good, and the land was wide and quiet and peaceable, for they of Ham had dwelt there of old. And these written by name came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and smote their tents and the habitations that were found there, and destroyed them utterly to this day, and dwelt in their rooms, because there was pasture there for their flocks. Wow. So you can't even say these was an evil people. You couldn't even say these was warriors. You couldn't even say they were peaceable. And that was their land. They had dwelt there from the days of old. And so we talking about even when the Israelites had come in there, they had already been there since days of old, ancient. And they were peaceable. Peaceable. And God commanded y'all to destroy them utterly? A peaceable people that had not even sinned? Had not even committed no crime? And y'all destroyed them utterly? And God commanded y'all to do this. That one right there is so devastating. Y'all is some wicked motherfuckers. Y'all, God is wicked. And God commanded. So God is a mass murderer. See, I mean, and y'all niggas talking about Hitler? You talking about Hitler? I mean, God thinks just like the white man. He thinks just like Hitler. He thinks he got the mentality of Hitler. He got the mentality of the white slave master. Thinking just like, that's how you know. See, God, who is God? God is the man that write and speak for God. See, when you go into the confessional, there is no God in there speaking. It's some homosexual priest that been touching on little boys, and you in there crying crocodile tears, talking about I have sinned, and this motherfucker over here fucking little boys in the ass. This is who you telling. See? And he the one that commands you to do so and so for your sins. But he should be on the other side. Matter of fact, the chair he's sitting in should be the electric chair. They should be frying these motherfuckers. See? God ain't never wrote no book. God ain't got no publishing house. See, these is men writing this shit. And you can see, just like the mind, your hands got fingerprint, the mind got mental prints, just like fingerprints. And when a man talk and the shit that he write and the shit that he paint, see, without even thinking, he's gonna leave his mental prints, his cultural print, just like he leaves his fingerprint. And so when you look at this God, it's a cracker deity. He's in line with cracker thinking, hideous type of genocides and shit. Okay, you ain't never heard no African committing no damn genocides like that on nobody. Okay, we have too much to our benefit to be thinking like that. Okay, people wonder why we didn't create armies in to conquer the world. Yeah, it came a point after savages came in our land and seized part of our land and committed genocide on our people. When you came, then we took arms and went into Asia and kicked y'all ass because we had no other choice. We had to take it to you motherfuckers. But when you got you ain't got nothing we want. There's nothing in Asia that we need or want. There's nothing in Europe that we need or want. You in Africa in a land that have it all. So we never had to go and take shit from nobody because we had the most plentiful and the most beautiful land on the planet. And that's why we never created no armies to take nothing, and because y'all never had shit that we wanted. We was content with leaving you motherfuckers out there with that little shit you had. We don't want that shit. Y'all some dumbass niggas, man. Y'all some dumbass niggas. But today we will talk. We telling the truth that all of the tribes of Africa in the Bible, and this is no God, because the man that's writing the book is God. He's speaking for God. He's writing all the justification of all the wrongs that he had and sins and mass murder that he committed on our people. He created a God that would justify all of this garbage. And y'all sending our people to jail and shit and all this bullshit. And then these motherfuckers writing fake ass histories and fake ass religions to justify mass murder. They created that to justify taking our soil, taking our riches, taking our people off into slavery. And y'all niggas follow right behind this dumbass Peckerwood, because you got crackatosis, and you believe everything the Pecker, because he didn't beat you and educated you in slavery as a slave. And they slick. Put a couple of black people in there. Oh man, this nigga got black feet. The nigga got woolly hair. So did goddamn Bill Cosby got black feet. That nigga dropping Mickeys and all motherfucking drinks and shit and sliding up and taking pussy and shit and all that shit. He got black feet. Shit. That make a nigga righteous? Make a nigga God? Because he got black feet and woolly goddamn hair. I can name a whole lot of motherfuckers got black feet and woolly hair, and they motherfucking head need to be in the guillotine some goddamn where. You see what I'm saying? And just because you black don't make you African. And just because you're African don't make you black. You got to be both of them. Black is a damn spiritual, a spiritual center, a understanding. Nigga, when you black, nigga, it's that way you move. You understand what I'm saying? You got niggas that's African, and them niggas talk better French than a goddamn Frenchman. That motherfucker's a Peckerwood in totality. He ain't black. He's African, but he ain't black. You see what I'm saying? You got to be black, nigga. That's a way of life. It's a spirit. It's a way you move. You niggas ain't black. Y'all niggas Peckerwood. Come over here. Nigga, you got white Jesus, white ice cream, white every motherfucking thing. Nigga, y'all won't even eat chocolate ice cream. That's how fully indoctrinated in crackatosis you motherfuckers is. You see what I'm saying? So, we African with a black spirit. You niggas is... So, you got to be black too, nah? You can't just be African. They think they gonna get away because they black. Motherfucker, your head need to be in a guillotine. You need to be in a guillotine. Over there teaching this wickedness. And then come over here and turn your nose up. Bitch, and we have been over here 400 years. Bitch, we'll tell motherfucking mud hole and you wicked motherfuckers. Thinking y'all gonna come and all the misery we done been through over here in this motherfucking land. And then y'all gonna bring y'all bitch ass over here and turn you. And that ain't everybody. But for the motherfuckers that do, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers know. You better get on that boat, take your ass right back where you came from. Because this misery over here, somebody gonna pay for it. And if you come bring your coon ass over here trying to justify, bitch, we going upside your motherfucking head. Flat the fuck out. And that's a given. We cannot let these motherfuckers come over and they've been over here sucking the Belgian dick and over there sucking the French dick. And over there fucking sucking the British dick. Y'all niggas talk more British, talk more French, talk more Belgian than the goddamn European, than the goddamn Peckerwood. And come over here totally indoctrinated into white man worship. Y'all niggas got more white Jesus in goddamn Africa than they got in Europe. They got a black Madonna and the holy black Madonna all throughout Europe. And then you go down to Africa and all you niggas got is white Jesuses. I said it. I said it today. You know what I'm saying? So now, what do we do? What do we do? See, you trap. If that's your book, and you go and see, they know they put a couple of good verses in there so that you niggas can justify why you reading it. You're done for. They got you. That's the goddamn cheese on the trap. That's the cheese. That's the peanut butter that motherfuckers put on the trap to get the goddamn rat to the goddamn trap. Okay? As soon as you eat on it, pop, got your ass. You're done. You're done. Once you start, so I don't justify nothing. It can be used as a historical book that shows genocide on our people. That's the only thing you can show about that you can use the Bible for. That this is the book that they use to commit genocide on our people. That's it. And they stole our land, which they say they stole it. But they created a God that would justify them taking it. Justify them murdering us. So the only factual things in the Bible is where them motherfuckers murder us and take our land, which they say they do. They just create a God, which is a smoke in the mirror, a poop. Okay, that's all got, a poop, a smoke. Cause it ain't talking, it never talked back. You niggas created a God which would justify, and who is God? The man that speaks for God. You will never talk to no goddamn God. Okay? You will never talk to no God, I guarantee you. You'll never I used to talk to God, and then I woke my silly ass up. Because every time I'm in my mind talking to God, hey God, what you want me to do today? I want you to read the Bible 400 times. And I know goddamn well that's me in my own mind answering for God. I know goddamn well ain't no God talking to me. Every time you talk to God, nigga, and you by yourself and you get to talk, you know goddamn well you the one answering back for God. You's a dumbass nigga. Ain't no God. Why don't God just open up the sky and talk to us all at one motherfucking time? Why he don't do that? That's too much for God that created the universe. That's too much. That's putting him on the spot, huh? That's putting him on the spot. He made man from dirt. He created the stars. He created the moon and the sun and the earth and all you see in the ocean, all above, created all that. And we just asked him to speak to us all at one time. We putting him on the spot. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, nigga. He in there parting oceans and shit. And all this shit. He can do all that. He can raise motherfuckers from the dead. But he can't talk to us all at one time so we can straighten up and know the right way to do things. That's why your goddamn creation ain't shit. That's why your creation ain't shit. Because you don't connect. If you God and then you got to wipe out everybody on the goddamn planet, that show you ain't shit. Fuck that, nigga. You judge a motherfucker by what he create. And if you create, you God, and you have to wipe out everybody except 8 motherfuckers, man, you fucking up. You fucking up. You ain't doing shit right. If you create, you put your hands on your creation, it's supposed to honor you. If you got a money, you shouldn't have nobody fall off like that. You shouldn't have nobody fall off. You should, if these are your children, they should be more in line with you than they against you. So when you create all these people and you have to wipe out 99.9% of them, that speaks to you. That speaks to you. There is no God. There is no God. Your motherfuckers ain't never heard no God or nothing. And I don't care, just because you can see creation, that don't explain God. It just explains that there's something greater than us that we can't explain. But ain't no God ever parted no sky and say, yeah, I created this shit. You niggas wrote that shit. Every book that been written about a God, a man wrote it. God damn it. They just got the goddamn publishing, the printing press in the 1400s, the European. You didn't even have no goddamn Bibles and books in the European fold. Only place where you had mass production of literature was in Egypt, where you had scribes. You understand? You had hundreds of thousands of scribes writing on the walls, writing on the papyruses. So the European didn't even have mass production of literature into the 1400s. God ain't never wrote no goddamn book. And it got copyrights on the Bible. And I tell every motherfucker that do music, do poetry, do anything, do movies, anybody that create is going to copyright and put publishing rights on their shit. That means you got to fill out an application, man. You got to, whether it's digital or whether it's paper, somebody got to fill out an application. So if it's a copyright on the Bible, I want to know who went down there and filled out the motherfucking copyright. Was it John the Baptist? Was it goddamn Jesus? Who was it? Was it God? Did God go down there and did he sign his name? And what was the name that he put down there when he signed his name? Was it Jesus? Did Jesus got a last name? Would he just write Jesus? I mean, who can copyright God's word? I mean, goddamn, man. Y'all niggas is stupid. And then you got all these different versions. And then God created the first one. And then you got all these. So you can do better than God? God fucked up when you edit something. That means you making corrections to the shit. I mean, goddamn, how many if you got so many different what you call denominations and different versions, how many times did God fuck up? I mean, and then a man came behind a man and came and kept on editing and editing and editing until, I mean, how you get better than God? That's what I want to know. How you get better than God? Where's the first one at to let us know whether these motherfuckers that's editing is making the correct editing? If you ain't got the original one, you don't know that. This is some bullshit, man. This is some bullshit. So these people then wrote up all these books justifying curses on African people, justifying genocide on African people, and the African people are the one that practicing this shit harder than anybody. We in serious trouble today, man. We in serious trouble. Every tribe that's black, African in the Bible is cursed. And not only are they cursed, they are being genocide is being committed on our people in this book. It's justifying it. It's justifying it. God is ordaining it. I got to war with God today. 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 Okay? I got to war with God. Ain't no way you gonna write this garbage and don't even want to speak to the people. You don't even want to speak to the people and you gonna curse us and tell these people to commit genocide. We got to go to war with these niggas, these crackers calling themselves Jews, these niggas calling themselves Hebrews, and they fuck God. I said it. I said it. This motherfucker could write this shit in here about my people, and I'm not gonna stand up and destroy this shit. This shit must be utterly, just like they talk, this shit must be utterly destroyed. It must be utterly destroyed. That means destroy everything. You gonna destroy babies? And even to go into the other verses, I'm gonna go into the other verses on another video where it talks about taking the young baby girls into slavery and raping them. It's all right to rape a young baby girl. What kind of sick motherfucking God y'all got? That's why you in the predicament you in. Because you don't have no divinity right now. Your divinity has been lost. You believe in some original sin shit. And I'm going to do one on that. Just knocking all this shit down. You ain't even got here. And you sin. That's just like Canaan. Motherfucker ain't even got here. Ain't even got a chance to do nothing wrong. And so some shit that another motherfucker did damn near 6,000 years ago, you tied to it. But then when you go to talking about what these crackers owe you, then motherfucker talking about what that was for. And bitch, shut the fuck up. You was a retarded ass, dumbass nigga. And a dumbass cracker. All you niggas is dumb. When a motherfucker, niggas holding on to something from 400 years ago. Y'all should get over it. And niggas still got original sin taxed to their ass from some shit a bitch did 6,000 years ago. And y'all niggas go whining in the motherfucking church every day like a damn fool. Y'all niggas is blasphemous fools. We got to burn you niggas. We got to burn you niggas. We got to burn you niggas. Straight the fuck up. Because there ain't nothing that can be done. If you that ignorant and we defend ourselves, for shit that they done stole from us. And then talking about that was we should get over it. I tell you what, tell that shit to the IRS. Your bitch ass gonna be behind bars. Gonna be behind bars. You understand what I'm saying? These bitches keep a record on every fucking thing. Tell that shit to them motherfuckers on your credit report. Tell them bitches to forget about it. They don't forget about shit. And niggas always want to be pussies about this shit. Talking about forget about it. We got to get rid of you niggas. You're no longer useful to us. So the message today is that the Bible is garbage in totality. The few verses that you can find in there that talks, that you feel is speaking upright about black people, it cannot balance the malicious verses all throughout the Bible that speak to us being a cursed people and God ordaining genocide on us, and that these people justify them seizing our shit. You're thieving. This is exactly the characteristics of a white race. This is it. These are white people, man. In every facet of existence, these are white people. When you look at the mental DNA, God is 100,000 Hitlers wrapped up in one. Wiped out the whole world. And you worrying about a motherfucker wiping out a few Jews? And these motherfuckers done wiped out the whole world? And you mad at Hitler, but you ain't mad at God, who loved us so? And then as soon as it's our turn to take our shit back, you know the first thing a nigga say? Thou shalt not kill. Turn the other cheek. Obey your master. That's in the Bible. Obey your master. You must throw away original sin. You're not cursed. You're not a cursed people. You are the divine. And it's not because of no bill. That shit is yesterday. We have scrolls and ancient texts that go back hundreds of thousands of years before the Bible was even written, before these people even walked on the planet, before there was a book that ever said there was a Jew, a Hebrew, or any Yahweh on the planet. Okay? We were already divine in our own holy scriptures. We got to go back to the scriptures of our ancestors. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. And all these niggas out here that justify, we gonna rain fire down on you motherfuckers. Y'all day is coming for betraying your family. Down with Babylon. Even though we understand, we know, those are the Cushites of so-called Mesopotamia that were there, that were blood, just like the Nagas in India. These were all brothers. And y'all was jealous in your heart of our capabilities and our wealth. So you say down with Babylon. Because the Cushites was over there benefiting, building great civilizations from Africa to Asia. And in your jealous heart, you say down Babylon. Babylon is Cushite domain. And most niggas that's saying down Babylon are Cushites. It's so sad, it's funny. It's just so funny because it's too easy to shoot you down. It's too easy to put it up there and show the people. And once they go do the research, they're going to come to realization ain't nothing y'all could do. Y'all could go out there and make all the videos y'all want behind it. There is nothing that y'all, once the people go and read the verses for themselves, and like I say, you got to understand the players on the board. before you go reading the Bible, it's just like, I keep my chessboard on the living room table, and my babies come over, and my little cousins, and come over, and any children that come, you know how they like to play with your chess set, and they don't know how to move the motherfuckers. They just, they just move them any way they want to move. See, they don't understand the players on the board. They don't even understand how they move. So you got to go in there and study first the players on the board. Who is who? Understand that first and foremost. Understand the lands, where they located. Understand who is who. Study the genealogies first before you start getting in all that bullshit. And once you understand all the players on the board, understand all the lands that belong to who, then you can move and play the game. And when you do that, you will realize that the Bible is anti-African. The God of the Bible is anti-African. That's facts. And none of them little verses that y'all find in there to speak a little goodness about black people can override all the other verses that speak about the destruction and the cursing of our people. And this God that y'all niggas say is our God, ordaining the curses. Even putting the curses on us. Okay? And ordaining the genocide on us. It cannot override that. Y'all gonna have to wake up today, man. Y'all gonna have to wake up today. Y'all gonna have to wake up today. That's what's holding us back. We must have a liberating spirituality. It's not one love. It's black love or no love. Ain't no one love. It's black love or no love. That's it. Okay? I'm tired of all that pretty singing shit. Bob done sung y'all niggas into a slumber. You understand? Love Bob, but Bob done sung y'all niggas into a slumber. Cause he and all that, loved and, one love, and y'all niggas all out there with them white bitches and shit, sucking they pussies and shit, defiling the black race and shit. That ain't what that shit mean, dog. That ain't what that shit mean. That ain't what this shit is about. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers, man. I'm just for real, man. I'm just sick of you motherfuckers. Y'all have deteriorated. Y'all have deteriorated. Y'all have deteriorated. We got to wake up, family. Go do the research. This is the General Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education. Black power.